Are you ready? Yeah! Cool! Are you ready? Awesome! Yeah! Ouch!
Alright guys, Cobra here and welcome to another episode of Creeper Castle Adventure Map. Now, today there's going to be two main builds which we're going to be focusing on. We're going to be focusing on the parkour within this part of the map and also a vending system. Yes, one of the things that I actually put in this level was a purchase system for you guys, and I was using redstone torches as the currency. Now, at the moment, as you can see, what we're just building is something small and simple, and this is just the barracks of the officers that would have been here, or the guards, protecting this palace. Now, they've all been dead and killed off by this evil that's taken over the land, but this is just one of those areas where you can like pick up small items for yourself, nothing too big, kind of like a bit of food, a crappy sword here and there, nothing too amazing. But the two main areas, as I've just said, that we wanted to build was obviously the parkour section of this little bit of map, and also the vending system, because what we do is we build them room by room in accordance to the storyline that has been put down for this map. Now, as you can see, I'm just building up the one of the rooms for this parkour. It's not going to be something too hard, because obviously we don't want to make it so that it's like insanely difficult, and you're going to chuck your controller at the wall and have it break into bits and go, fuck this map, I'm not going to play this no more, no. Obviously we don't want to be doing that. So I made it kind of like it's more of a warm-up hard parkour, because obviously we don't make it too easy, because you guys have been, for you guys that will be playing this is one of the last sections of the map, and we don't want to make it too easy for you guys. You would expect things to get harder as you progress further along. And as this is the main massive palace where this evil has kind of like ripped hold of in this land, you're going to want to expect it to be a lot harder. So anyway, the councillors within this section of the map, because remember you just walked into this palace, so this is going to become like the first challenge you're going to face. They've seen your feats all around the map, they've seen you defeat all the bosses within each of the cities and the towns, but they want to know how you can actually defeat this, the main hub of all this evil. So they can like set you a parkour challenge, kind of like test out your fitness or whatever. So you actually have to go through here. But you, to actually unlock part of the map, this is unavoidable, you have to kind of like complete this, because you won't be able to get anywhere else in the map, because all the doors are set, I've made it so that certain sections of this palace unlock when you complete certain parts of the storyline within this and the quests. And this is one of them, this is just the beginning one. You're going to need this to open up a load of the staircases in order to get to the vendors. Now this is where you can actually purchase more items using the redstone torches. Now obviously I worked out a way in order so that we can use redstone, because redstone's tricky, because you don't want to be finding a load of redstone torches all the time, so we had them hidden around the map. Yes, of course you can cheat and make them, but what would be the fun in that? So what I did was I needed to find out a way which you can use redstone torches and not be able to reuse them, because obviously you can knock them off, put them back on, and then the doors are open again. You don't really want that. So what I did was I had to work out a mechanism where you place a redstone torch on a block, and then it will be taken off, burned away, and then it would literally unlock the door and then lock it back up again. Now I did this from like a new piston mechanism where you actually just place on a block, the piston comes down, knock it off into lava, and then it stays like that and breaks. And that door there's like a 4-second delay between where you put the redstone torch in the block and the door opening, so you've got to be quick. So preferably, if you're actually playing with 2 players, it's quite a good idea for the one of the people actually playing the game to actually place the redstone torch in the block, and the host will then walk through the door and gets all his gear armed up, because you can actually open up the door from the inside as well, obviously because you need to get out, and then you can let your other mate in to go and get his stuff leveled up. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to tailor-make the challenges to the armour that you're going to need to make. So in this shop, what I wanted to do was I wanted to actually put in the vendors to incorporate the way you want to custom make your armour. because we're going to have certain challenges which will need different types of armour, such that like feather falling and some types of damage. Now as you can see, I'm just building the actual kind of like tunnel which will allow you to get into the staircase which I've just built in order to get to the vending system. Now, the reason why I've done this is because obviously you want something different, you want something a bit more challenging to go along within this game. So we're going to have all different manners of challenges for you to face. Now, there's going to be kind of like, there's going to be half and half parkour, half and half fighting in this, because you're going to be locked in this castle. As soon as you walk in through the palace doors, it's going to be blocked off, and you won't be able to escape unless you actually complete it. Now, the map's this palace is fairly huge. It covers a whole quarter of the map, so no worries about feeling like you're stuck in the same place. You're not going to be feeling like that. So this place is huge, it's massive, and there's going to be a lot of chance for you to just kind of like explore and try and find your way around. As you can see at the moment, I'm just building the corridors to this vending system. Now, you've seen me build these vending systems in the past, they're really nifty, they're really cool. But I'm just going to quickly explain to you about how custom made is going to, well, how we're going to actually custom this to you. Do you remember, if you guys remember, if you ever played something called The Dropper on the PC version of Minecraft, it's a wicked map. But you're gonna, you know, it's kind of like a parkour, but it's kind of like you drop instead of trying to jump up. Now, we need to incorporate certain things in order for you to do certain challenges. So obviously, if you're doing something like the dropper, you're going to need feather falling on your armour in order to survive. Now, that's where I'm going to go with this. I'm actually going to custom make the challenges so that you're going to need to change the armour in accordance with it. Because every vendor is going to be different, and you only get one chance to use them. Because once you're out that door and you've finished leveling up that once of armour, or you've run out of XP, it closes for good. And so what you're going to need is there's going to be a lot more redstone torches than this, or you can accumulate them up through your entire game play on this, and then you get to spend all of them in here. So there's going to be about 15 shops within this, and some are going to be enchantment tables. You know, there's going to be a load of enchantment tables. Some are going to hold XP bottles, so you've got the enchantment bottles. So you can actually level up all your gear, your sword, your armour, and you're going to need to be very wise, because what we're going to do is we're going to, in the storyline, you'll be able to tell what you're going to be facing next. So whether it's a load of blazes, a main boss which deals with fire, you get the general idea. So you're going to need to go and accumulate these redstone torches in order to make the armour customed on the enchantment tables to face them, because otherwise you're going to die and it's not going to be very good. So yeah, we actually want to get this all nice and perfectly tailor-made, because that's the whole point that we added in this map. We wanted to make it as close as we could to a PC version. And talking about that, I heard that you'll be able to, they're trying to make it the new Xbox One so that you can actually take these maps over to the Xbox One as well, which is brilliant news for me, because I love doing these things. And obviously in the second version I want it to be slightly bigger, but I don't want to get rid of the original map, you know what I mean? So we can actually be working on the second version of this, or the kind of like Creeper Castle 2, as it were, once we've actually finished this one. Now, as you can see, I'm just building in separate walls now. I had a little bit of a problem with this, because I completely forgot, naturally, how I did the mechanisms within this. Now, as I just showed you, it was actually just to do with pistons and that. It was actually something very, it was simple, yet but I forgot how many times I needed and stuff, because it was quite a while since I set it up. So I had to go back and do it again, and so I kind of like tinkered around with this section for quite a while, trying to get it perfectly right. Because once we've done this vending system, the next section we're going to be working on is kind of like, we're actually going to be working on kind of like the corridor section, and how you're actually going to navigate around the castle, because we're going to be building this from the front today. So I'm going to be building the kind of like left side next, so you can actually find your way around, and we're going to have a lot more kind of like search and find sort of quests, a lot more kind of like puzzles in this as well, so that you can actually have stuff to work out, a bit more challenging. Involves redstone blocks and all this and that, so it's gonna be just one of those things where redstone is the thing that takes the time within this. So when you're trying to build a palace this size, you know, it's a lot more intricate, especially because you've got a certain amount of space to deal with. That's why we've got if you noticed in the building, I've got like a a layer in between the rooms where it's just completely nothing, and that's for just to literally incorporate all the redstone that we're going to need within this map. Obviously not so much that it's going to lay out the game, so we have to try and test it every 2 seconds just to make sure it's all working properly. But anyway guys, that is the next update. This is a little update for you for the Creepypasta map. We're going to be putting up another one very soon for you guys, so keep in tune for it, and we're going to be building a lot more in the next one. It's because we're doing all the redstone fucking around quite a bit in this. As you see, they're completely surrounding me in freaking TNT. But anyway guys, stay tuned. I hope you take care, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care guys, and bye!